One of the earliest mentors, philosophers, and guides in my life as a musician, composer, and music producer has been Leslie Lewis. Sir Leslie Lewis was, has, and is responsible for the sound of indie pop in our country from the 90s. सुनीता राव परी हूं मैं, आशा भोसले जानम समझा करो, केके's यारो पर्ल एंड व्हाट हैव यू नॉट्स, बैंड बॉयज फर्स्ट एल्बम मेरी नींद गोरी, शी ड्राइव्स मी क्रेजी, इश्क, सेकंड थर्ड एल्बम गाने भी दो यारो, नैन कटारी, आ भी जा एंड व्हाट हैव यू नॉट. Colonial Cousins, his own act. Okay, all of these had a resident pop tone, which was very different from the prevalent Nadeem Shravan sound, which was the prevalent Bollywood sound at that time. His sound cut to that clutter. And we got rotations on television meritoriously only because of this sound. He defined a genre for so many people and gave a career to so many artists that if there is a producer of the century award, I would give it to him. This is best highlighted in one of these compositions of his, which is called Ishq, and I would like to give you a jhalak of what he had done with a band of boys, and I hope you appreciate it. For the composition as well as for the tone of things.
इश्क हवे करा करता इंतजार, इश्क है इंतजार करता बेकरार, आ जाओ ना आओ मेरी जान, आ जाओ ना आओ मेरी जान.
So this song has an interlude which goes like this. And I'm doing this with a pedal right now, but the demonstration is what I want you to pay attention to, please.
Hoo 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 hoo
So this whole lush layered harmonies where all the boys do one voice, hoo hoo hoo, and then all of them do together the next voice, hoo hoo hoo, then all of do the third voice, hoo hoo hoo. This whole stereophonic C semicircle with swapping of voices and all of us singing in hoo hoo with controlled voices, that depth, that texture, that grain, that this method of doing lush vocal harmonies, which is the reminiscent sound of a band of boys, is all Leslie Lewis. And this is, he taught that us for life. And it's not that he sat down and he made us, just by his presence, and we've learned so much just by being in the same room. Throughout first album, throughout third album, I remember this particular moment when we were pre-producing Gaane Bhi Do Yaro, which is our third album, from his Mahim studio, which is where he's done 90% of his compositions. And he had to go outside, I think, to do a radio jingle delivery somewhere for some demonstration, and he had left, and we were there, and we were supposed to wait, and he's supposed to come back. So Chintu and I were the, nascent producers at that time, and we were using Logic, and he was on DP at that time, digital producer, and digital performer, sorry. And we didn't know the software, we just knew it's a computer. And there's this one song, which is a song called Funk With You from the third album, and that song had a very tight kick. All right, and Chintu and I were very stoked to try and understand as to how has he got this low end with the sidechain. I mean, we didn't know sidechain, chain at that time. I mean, it's now these production jobs that we have, okay? But what I'm trying to get at is like we tried to go to his machine and try to play the spacebar because that's how we seen him do it. When we did that, something happened and we didn't know what to do. It was like the screen just got locked, and Chintu and I both shat. And all we said, we just keep quiet. And so basically, it was the password, which kind of creeps in. So every computer has a lock and a password, and then that it just like give an alert dialog box, and we didn't know what to do. We just sat and we sat down. So what I'm trying to say is, from that to this is all because of Sir Leslie Lewis. Everything that I have made in my life is because of a Band of Boys, and a Band of Boys is because of Sir Leslie Lewis. Sir, thank you for the music.